All right, y'all, I'm going to be the one to say it. Yes, the iPad Pro can replace your laptop and even your desktop. Let's get into this conversation, shall we? Peace and blessings, family. What's up with all the daydreamers out there? Please live it. Don't sleep through this thing. Welcome back to another episode of Coffee Mugs and Conversations. And you heard me correctly. The iPad Pro can replace your laptop and even your desktop. Now, I'm no guru. Let me go ahead. I'm no tech guru, okay? I don't know the intricacies of chips and M1s and Acrons and M-cron crystals and the beryllium spear to the 23rd power and the circuit breaker that needs to be flipped on and off. I don't understand all that stuff, man. But one thing I do know as a consumer, the iPad Pro can replace our laptop and our desktop. Now, before I attempt to give you my reasoning for why I think the iPad Pro can replace the laptop and your desktop, let's take a trip back when the iPad actually first came out, back to the very first iPad. When that first iPad came out, people was like, oh snap, that's dope. But then as they started to see what the iPad could do, they sat back and said, oh, it's a big iPhone. It's an oversized iPhone. Oh, that's what it is, right? So it's like the very first iPhone plus to the 23rd power multiplied by 10. So either you got it for the biggest screen to do the same thing you could do on your iPhone just on that bigger screen, or you got it just for the flex, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, I got both the iPad and the iPhone. Shout out, I'm top dog boss hog in this thing. Talk to me nicely. But either way it goes, it was still an oversized iPhone. But over time, the iPad started to break away from just being an oversized iPhone to actually having its own identity. Developers started to make apps for you to be able to edit videos on, to make music on, and to do a plethora of other things on. And so the iPad started to develop its own legs and stand up tall and started to mature and walk on its own with his head held high and his chest poked out a little bit more and everything. And then we started to get iPad OS, and now creatives, content creators, and just people in general who use the iPad, but specifically content creators, started to ask the question, are we looking to see at one point in time where the iPad can actually replace a laptop and a desktop? And then we started to get iPad Pro, and then it was like, oh snap. Is it now? Now can we replace the laptop or the desktop? And the consensus was not yet. It's not quite there yet. And then we get the magic keyboard that's way overpriced, but everybody's hyping up, even though it's like extremely overpriced. We got mouse support and all that other stuff and things of that nature. And they kept adding the more powerful chips into the iPad, and the Pro kept on adapting and changing and upgrading and stuff like that. And the question was still asked, is this the moment? This iPad, can it replace the laptop or the desktop? Now the answer is, well, it depends on the user. So we're not really saying no anymore. But I think that we've arrived at that moment where it absolutely can. But I think it's either Apple or the developers or both that are holding back the potential with the apps that are being put out there. Now, mind you, again, as I said in the beginning, I'm no tech guru when it comes to the under the hood conversation. The M1 chip, M-cron crystal, beryllium spear, / infinity stones, or whatever powers these devices, I am no expert at, ladies and gentlemen. This is just your everyday consumer, everyday user of devices that is having an opinion, right? That's all I'm doing is just giving an opinion. But the fact that I do all my beat making, I do all my video editing, voice recording, mixing. I do emails, typing up letters, creating thumbnails, editing photos. Everything that I do on my laptop and my desktop, I am doing on my iPad. My desktop is defaulted to a YouTube entertainment center where I'm just watching YouTube videos and stuff like that. Now, understand, I've had this thought for a while now, but it wasn't until DaVinci Resolve came out that I realized that we was being hustled.
Everybody plays the fool,
I mean, really think about it, man. Blackmagic releases a watered down, stripped down, yet still feature-packed, powerful app on the iPad. And hidden within the app is the full-blown version, just about, right? You know what I'm saying? And then they're charging $99 for extra features rather than the features that you really actually want. And they call it the full version for the iPad. I mean, really think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't stop the clock of your brain from moving at this moment, but think about it. The free version, which is still powerful from DaVinci, and I'm not taking shots at Blackmagic, but I see the game. The free version is very powerful, but you don't get the edit page. All you get is the cut page and the color page. You don't get the edit page, the fusion page, or any of those other pages, right? It's very stripped down. And even with just those 2 pages, those are stripped down with what you can do as far as the effects and stuff. But you're paying $99 for the full version to be able to not have the full version. So what is the game here? What is being played? What is the intention behind all this? And it hit me. The iPad is not intended to be the device you do everything on. No. The iPad is intended to be that device you get the work started, then you finish on your laptop or your desktop. And because content creators who are reviewing the iPad are constantly saying it's not there, it can't match up with what I do on my desktop or my laptop, this powerful iPad gets watered down apps that won't allow us to really truly take full advantage of what's under that hood. Blackmagic unintentionally turned the light up on the fact that developers, and probably Apple also, are purposely giving us watered down apps in the effort that the iPad stays a bridge. But to you content creators who review these products, I think you got to take a few of the stones too, because you're constantly telling Apple, we'd still prefer to do it on the big boy stuff. The iPad is still the little brother. The desktop is still the big brother. The laptop is still the big brother. In fact, you're still telling Apple the iPad is still no more than an oversized iPhone. It is the iPhone plus to the 23rd power multiplied by 10. With that said, Apple, to the developers, stop playing with us, man. Go ahead and develop the apps that can take full advantage of what's under that hood. So we can take full advantage of what's under that hood, and also what you've created that's going to take advantage of what's under that hood. It can do so much more with the apps that you're developing it on. Just take full advantage of it, man. Let me know your thoughts. I could be wrong. Again, I'm no tech guru, but I know this much. It can do way more than what they putting it out for. With that said, this your boy Sleep. Much love and respect. Y'all be safe out there, man. Peace.